Alison Hammond has always had a way of turning an ordinary moment into something unforgettable, and this time was no different. What started as a light, cheerful live segment quickly transformed into one of those unpredictable blink-and-you-miss-it moments that people would be talking about long after the cameras stopped rolling. The atmosphere in the studio was warm and relaxed. There was laughter, easy conversation, and that familiar chemistry between Alison and Ben Shephard that viewers have come to enjoy. They were mid-discussion, sharing a playful back and forth, the kind that feels natural rather than scripted. Alison, known for her vibrant personality and quick wit, seemed especially energized, while Ben maintained his usual calm and composed presence, smiling along as the conversation flowed. As the segment continued, Alison leaned slightly closer, her expression hinting at something mischievous. You could almost sense that she was about to say something unexpected. Ben, noticing the shift, gave her a curious look, the kind that says, "What are you about to do?" It was a small moment, but it set the stage perfectly. Then it happened. Alison delivered a joke, playful, bold, and completely out of the blue. It wasn't just the words themselves, but the timing, the confidence, and the sparkle in her eyes that made it land so powerfully. For a split second, there was silence, not the awkward kind, but the kind where everyone is processing what they just heard. Ben's reaction said everything. His usual quick responses disappeared, replaced by a stunned expression that quickly turned into disbelief. He blinked, looked at Alison, and then away, as if trying to find the right words but coming empty. It was one of those rare moments where even the most experienced presenter is genuinely caught off guard. Alison, on the other hand, couldn't help but laugh. Her laughter was contagious, filling the studio and breaking the tension instantly. She knew exactly what she had done, and instead of stepping back, she leaned into it with her signature charm. It wasn't mean-spirited or uncomfortable. It was cheeky, playful, and delivered with a warmth that made it impossible not to smile. The audience reacted almost immediately. Some gasped, others laughed, and many simply stared in disbelief before joining in the fun. It was the kind of shared moment that makes live television so special, completely unscripted, impossible to replicate, and full of genuine emotion. Ben eventually found his voice, though it took him a moment. Shaking his head with a half-smile, he tried to regain control of the situation, but it was clear he was still processing what had just happened. His response was measured but amused, adding to the humor rather than shutting it down. The dynamic between them shifted slightly, becoming even more playful, as if the joke had unlocked a new level of spontaneity. What made the moment truly stand out wasn't just the joke itself, but the connection between Alison and Ben. There was a sense of trust there, an understanding that allowed Alison to push the boundaries just enough without crossing into discomfort. Ben's reaction, though surprised, carried a hint of admiration, as if he appreciated her boldness even while being caught off guard. As the segment moved forward, the energy remained elevated. Both of them seemed more relaxed, more willing to play along with the unexpected. Alison continued to bring her lively spirit, while Ben leaned into the humor, occasionally referencing the moment with a grin that suggested he hadn't quite recovered.
You can imagine the production team reacting just as strongly as the audience. Live television thrives on these unscripted flashes of authenticity. They remind viewers that anything can happen, that what they're watching is real and unfolding in the moment. For viewers at home, the clip quickly became one of those must-watch highlights. It's the kind of moment people rewind, replay, and share with friends. Not because it was shocking in a negative way, but because it captured something genuine, two personalities interacting in a way that felt spontaneous and human. There's also something undeniably charming about Alison's approach. She has a way of balancing humor with warmth, making even her boldest jokes feel inclusive rather than divisive. It's a skill that not everyone has, and it's a big part of why moments like this resonate so strongly. Ben's role in the moment shouldn't be overlooked either. His reaction provided the perfect counterbalance. Without his genuine surprise, the joke wouldn't have had the same impact. It's that contrast, the unexpected comment and the authentic response, that created such a memorable exchange. As the show continued, the earlier moment lingered in the air, adding an extra layer of excitement to everything that followed. It was as if both presenters and the audience were more tuned in, more aware that something unexpected could happen at any time. Looking back, it's clear why this moment stood out. In a world where so much content feels carefully planned and polished, there's something refreshing about a genuine, unscripted exchange. It reminds us why live television still holds a special place. It captures real reactions, real emotions, and real connections. And at the heart of it all was a simple joke, delivered with perfect timing, received with genuine surprise, and remembered for the joy it brought. It's a testament to the power of personality, chemistry, and a willingness to embrace the unexpected. Moments like these don't just entertain, they create a sense of shared experience. Whether you were in the studio or watching from home, you were part of something unique, something that couldn't be replicated. As Alison and Ben wrapped up the segment, there was a lingering sense of amusement. Smiles were exchanged, laughter continued, and the show moved on, but the impact of that brief exchange remained. It's safe to say that this wasn't just another routine moment. It was a reminder of why audiences connect so deeply with presenters who aren't afraid to be themselves. Alison brought the boldness, Ben brought the reaction, and together they created something genuinely memorable. And if there's one thing viewers took away from it, it's this. When personalities like these come together, anything can happen, and that's exactly what makes it so exciting to watch. If you enjoyed reliving this unforgettable moment and want to see more surprising, funny, and heartwarming stories like this, make sure to stay connected and keep watching for the next moment that catches everyone off guard.